So welcome to this video where today I just want to talk you through and give you a bit of an insight about this beautiful little Polo we've now got in stock. I've always been a big fan of Volkswagen and Polos as a rule. I think the newer shape ones actually are far superior to the predecessors that are of old, and the reason for that mainly is going to be the sizing. I think they've just upped the sizing a little bit that you can get your mates in the back comfortably and a fair amount of shopping, so they almost it's almost that size and that sort of capability of a bit of the older generation Golfs in a sense. Now, this car's only done 5,000 miles and it's pretty much as good as new in truth. It's in immaculate condition. Pure white is the paint that it's an optional extra on this vehicle. I think with Volkswagen, these sort of smaller hatchbacks, the more base colours or the more solid paint colours like this are a bit of a safer option really personally, and I think the car looks really good in this colour. You get 16-inch wheels standard, but these are the upgraded 16-inch alloys, so again just get a bit more of a sporty look with the multiple spokes there, almost like the split spoke there on the side. A lovely swage line running all the way down. I think it's a very good looking car to goggle at, if you will. As I mentioned, it's done 5,000 miles with a bit of change with full Volkswagen service history, so it's almost like buying a brand new car without the price tag. Automatic 1 litre TSI petrol, actually a very capable engine for a 1 litre. It's actually quite pokey, and actually I know I said they've raised the profile of the size a bit, but it is quite a small car, and the pickup and pulls, yeah, it's quite fun really, this vehicle. So I mean, on that note of it being a fun car, we're going to jump inside, give it a spin. I want to show you all the spec and optional extras we've got inside to play with. So you join me now for a good test drive in the Volkswagen Polo. Now, the first thing I want to note really is this interior. Now, I'm a big fan of this Volkswagen interior as a rule. The Polo, I think, looks really modern inside, a really good looking, light, spacious interior for what I'd suggest is a small car. Now, the first thing to note also is the lovely screen. We've got the infotainment system in front of me that you're sort of drawn directly to. Now, for me personally, when a lot of these vehicles now are incorporating the bigger tablet screens and stuff, which are great because it looks really futuristic, it looks modern, but sometimes they can overcomplicate it. But with this car, there's also that they've stuck to a bit of the basics in terms of what you need to just use and have a quality of life and the functionality, that your aircon controls are easily accessible, your radio is easily accessible, the buttons are usable, it's very user friendly. Sometimes when everything's just through the tablet, it's complicated, it's complex, and quite often I find myself, my eyes are diverted off the road, which is dangerous, just to try and turn the aircon down or something. It doesn't need to be so complicated, and Volkswagen understand that, and they haven't bothered with making it so. And again, it just adds a nice quality of life feature. The actual finish inside's really nice. It's a very pleasant place to be. I love sort of the dash and how that wraps around, and that sort of really nice, it's almost a metallic fleck just across that sort of stone colour, or it's almost a bit blue with like a light blue stone as it reflects off the sun. It's a very nice place to be. Steering wheel's great, the buttons are very accessible. I've always liked Volkswagen steering wheels as a rule. The seating positioning's good, I've got great visibility around as well. In terms of the spec itself, this vehicle comes with some cool features. I mean, driver aids, you're well looked after. You've got front assist, so that comes with pedestrian protection assist, so braking for pedestrians and also for vehicles as well. You've got driver alert as well, so if you're doing some long mileage, and it's sort of like a take a rest break, if that makes sense. It monitors your if you're driving poorly at night, if you're tired or etc. It tells you to have a coffee and a break, which is nice. The actual specs for the vehicle, I mentioned the screen that comes with Apple CarPlay. Again, big fan of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, because no matter how long you own this vehicle, it will always seem familiar and modern really, because it's the technology you're used to. So it won't feel dated inside because you've got a nice clear LCD screen or whatever it is. It looks very high def, high quality, and it's just going to really project your phone, which is obviously, as I said, you're going to be used to. It's got front and rear parking sensors, all your user creature comforts you'd expect, DAB radio, navigation, Bluetooth, dual zone climate control, etc., cruise control. So you're really well looked after with the specs inside the vehicle. The seats themselves are really comfy. I love the stitching and the cloth it's got. It's a very good looking car to be in truth. Now, I mentioned outside this car it's done just over 5,000 miles with full Volkswagen service history, so it's almost like stepping inside a new car without the price tag, and it certainly drives that to meet as well. Now, I mentioned it's the 1 litre TSI engine, and we're just in a national now, so I'm going to just drop it into sports mode and give it a bit of a whack up here to see how it gets on. But for a 1 litre, it picks up and pulls really nicely, and it does pull really well, in truth. I was quite surprised with such a small engine, but that's what you want, isn't it? You want a bit of poke, and yes, of course, you don't want to be setting lap times around the Nürburgring in this car, but nor do you want to really. But at the same time, you can get a really healthy MPG. Your tax bracket's going to be low. It's very efficient, and I guess good for the environment in a sense as well, which is nice. Now, the vehicle is available, it's in stock. These sorts of small cars are not lingering around for long. We are shifting these quite quickly, naturally the smaller engine petrols. So if it's something you're after, give us a shout, it's on the website. Hope you enjoy this part of the video. We're going to jump onto some of the other segments now. So you join us now for a good boot test where we all try and avoid standing in some fresh poo. The Polo here, obviously, as we've just given a good test drive for, we can do the boot test. However, on the initial face of it, I'm not going to fit in. But again, Volkswagen have got a bit of a secret weapon where they have a false floor, which gives you another 4 inches or so, which is every man's dream. But I'm just going to jump in now and see how I get on with the... I reckon if we do it this way, because I don't want to... Oh. There's actually a fair bit, even with the parcel shelf down. I think I'm okay. Yes, easy. So we're on to the 2 most important checks now for the vehicle, that being the indicator and the horn. I also probably learnt something is you can't quite hear them, so I'm just going to rest the mic right on the indicators for you to get you a good sense of the noise as well. So firstly the indicator. I mean, firstly the stalk. The stalk feels really good, but it doesn't... It sounds a bit cheap, but it feels good. So you're not going to get the pleasurable experience of that, but I can certainly feel it. Now the actual indicator tick itself, clean, I like it. It's very professional. It's like it takes its job serious. It's a professional tick, that, but again, it just needs... I don't know actually, because it is a small car. It doesn't need a lot. I think it suits the car really well. There's a good two-tone on that. That's an 8.1 for me. I think that's as far as I want to take it. Harry?
No, I agree. That's good.
8.1. Yeah. Okay, now onto the horn. If this is more mature and, you know, a bit more brazen than some of the bigger cars we've done, I'll be a bit disappointed really. I'm just going to wait for this Audi to come whizzing past. It's like a clown car.
Yeah.
But that's the happiest horn we've ever heard.
Yeah.
That is the happiest horn we've ever had. Normally I don't like happy horns, but it's that happy of a horn. I like it in probably the strangest turn of events we've had on this channel. I feel a bit like I'm going to contradict myself though, but it is a small little Polo and it's a bit... I really like it actually, but it is... No, I'm gonna contradict myself. I really like the happy horn on this one. It suits the vehicle. This might be my highest horn one ever. I'm gonna go 8.4. What's your opinion?
I really like it as well. I think it's really happy and it suits the car. Yeah.
Do you have a rating or just?
I agree with yours. I think.
Cool. Yeah. There you have it. Enjoy. So thank you everyone for watching. That's a wrap up for this lovely Polo. We've now got in stock. If you're after this Polo or anything else in stock, give us a call, speak to Jack or Craig in sales. They'll be able to look after you and deal with any questions or requests you may have. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like, comment and subscribe. It greatly helps us as a small independent business help and grow really. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.